Okay, we're live, and we're going to have a success story together today, not the meet the new participants. That's why I'm going to change the headline here, because Nicholas has just completed my 3-month group coaching program, the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, which I like to call it the Fully Booked Translator Formula using LinkedIn. So, Nicola, welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you as well. So you were very generous to join me live to share your experience working with me, and maybe through your story, people might be like you. They would feel motivated to take the next steps on their own. Okay, but it's always pleasure to have you here and to see your results. Because as I mentioned earlier with Manuela, a previous mentee of mine, the results are typical. They really depend on your starting point before you join the program, on your goals, and of course the time that you invest and the effort that you put into implementing the program. So again, wrong here, success story. So would you like to start by introducing yourself to people that might not know you already?
Okay, so I'm Nicola. I translate from Swedish and French to English. I translate mostly marketing or PR stuff. I've been a translator I've had my own company since 2011. And before then, I worked briefly in-house. So I've been a translator for quite a long time. And the reason I kind of was interested in joining this is because I was kind of stuck in a rut, I guess. Working with the same clients for a long time, not necessarily choosing the stuff that I thought was interesting, just kind of taking what came to me. And also, so I wanted to find work that was more fulfilling, and I wanted to increase my rates, and I wanted to, really find the people that I want to work for that care about translation, rather than just working for whoever just happens to contact me. So that was really
your ideal clients, let's say. So you're a great example of people that they're telling me, Virginia, your program is not for me. I'm not struggling. You don't need to struggle to join such a program. You might be at a certain point of your career that you would like to grow and you feel stuck, or you would like to work less and earn more, or like Nicola, you would like to start choosing your clients, or maybe you're bored with the projects that you might be getting from the same clients again and again. So you don't need to struggle or not to have clients in order to join such a program. Of course, if you're struggling, you don't have clients, this program will help you. But again, as Nicholas joined this program, she didn't join because she didn't have clients. Nicholas joined because she was already established, but she would like, for several different reasons, to get unstuck, to find new clients, or maybe to change her niche and her pricing, as she already mentioned. So did you find this program helpful? I assume since you're here, you have some positive results to share and your experience.
Yeah, I definitely did. I'm kind of quite a shy person and quite a non-proactive person, let's say. So I'm not like
that. You were very proactive in the program, to be honest.
even though I translate marketing stuff, I'm not very good at marketing myself.
You're not alone. Yeah.
I'm very good at marketing for other people, but when it comes to me, I find it really hard. This really helped me to step outside my comfort zone. It was really helpful to have the tasks that had to be done by a certain time. In the past, I've joined an awful lot of like self-paced groups and things, and I never actually finished them because work gets in the way and family gets in the way, and there's just too much. And this was really great because I knew that I was going to be accountable. I knew that I had to share my results. I knew that I had to show what I've been doing, and I knew that I couldn't really get away with just being like, oh, I was too busy this week. So this was really, really good for me, and it made me see that certain things that I thought were going to be difficult, like reaching out to people on LinkedIn, it was something that mentally I found, like, who am I to reach out to someone who's like a CEO or something? I felt like I wasn't good enough, or I don't know, like imposter syndrome.
Exactly.
And so I did very little on LinkedIn. And when I did do stuff on LinkedIn, I did it in a kind of really crazy way because I spent like hours searching for the perfect person and sent one email that I spent a whole day writing. And then, of course, if you don't get a reply back, then it just sort of cements the fact that you're not very good, or that you're out of your league, kind of thing. And this really helped because of the way that it's set up so that we can sent emails without having to think about it too much, without having to get into exactly what, like, who, like, obviously you choose who you're targeting, you choose your target market, but you don't get into each and every single person and looking at them and spending hours deciding and stuff like that. So it's really helped me like that. And it's been really surprising, the people who've accepted the invitations from me, like people from like places where I would never, ever have dared to contact, who have said yes.
But you mentioned CEOs earlier, but you have been contact not only CEOs, you have also have had business calls with them. So you get to the next level, not only contacting them. You were brave enough to set up a calendar link, to set up a, let's say, a specific platform, to organize that, to ask them to book a call with you. And actually they did. So you have had already several calls, and that's for me huge.
And like I say, Virginia, when you said set up a calendar link and set up calls, I was like, I don't know about that. And I was thinking,
but you did.
I did, but I was thinking maybe I'm just going to do the LinkedIn part. I'm just going to do the profile. Maybe I'm going to see what happens. Maybe I'm not going to take the next step. Yeah. And I was really encouraged by everybody else and by you to actually do it. Exactly. And the first call that I had, I was really struggling. I was really like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to talk about. So I just really asked questions. And then I found out
you had a script.
I had a script, yeah. But I was like, really,
follow the questions. Yeah, you follow the questions there, yeah.
But but then I realized that actually if you ask questions, then it kind of takes care of itself. Like you don't actually have to say so much when you ask questions to people. They talk about what they do and themselves, and it's really interesting information. And then it allows you to talk about what you do, and it kind of just takes care of itself, actually. Like I thought it was going to be this big, difficult thing that I couldn't do, that I was going to be too shy to do. And there would be long silences and I wouldn't know what to say. But so far they've all been fine, and I've been happy with how they've gone. So,
and the more calls we run, the more experienced we become. And I think that's why it's invaluable to get on a call with a client, even if they don't buy from you. It's really positive for you to get the experience running a call, but also to get the information that you get from those clients, asking them questions, because for me that's priceless to get that information for free, just having a call with your client. So every step that you take every day, Nicola, it takes you closer to your goals. But for me, it's great to share your, let's say, obstacles and your challenges throughout the program, because there might be other people like you and many people, many colleagues, they're introverts like you or shy, and they don't see themselves, taking action or doing whatever that you did. But your example, you are a role model for them, especially if they have the same personality like you, that if you were able to do it, they will be able to do it as well. And the fact that you mentioned that until you joined the program, it was very time-consuming method for you. Maybe other people watching this video, they might be at the same stage like you were before you joined the program. Maybe they have been trying using LinkedIn, but it's very time-consuming for them. Or maybe they don't get results, or people, they're ghosting them. So seeing you sharing your own story, I think it's really inspiring and motivating to people that actually it can happen and you can get results. You can get goals and Zoom calls booked and phone calls with your clients as soon as you implement, of course, and you take action. That's the least you can do. I would like to ask you, Nicola, when you decided initially to join the program, what was your expectation? Like, what did you expect, and was that met during the program?
I don't know if I really knew what to expect.
It is quite an investment in terms of time and money. So I assume
it was a big investment. I was at a point where I was a bit like something has to change. That was my big motivation, was like, okay, something has to change. I have to change something. And I happened to see something on LinkedIn, and then I happened to watch a live with you. And my motivation really was that I could see immediately that you were gonna make me accountable, that you weren't gonna let me pretend or do some of it and not all of it or whatever.
I did my best, because if you don't want it, on your own, it's really impossible for me to do miracles. But Definitely, you owed it to you. But you mentioned earlier about self-paced courses that you
Yeah.
had purchased, and for me, I think that they are dead nowadays.
Mm.
That's why I don't create self. Many people they are telling me why you don't create a course and you can sell it, let's say, less expensive or more affordable. I think
Mm.
people they won't complete, and I think that I wouldn't have had such success stories if my program was a self-paced program. And the
Mhm.
reason I created in such a way was my experience purchasing so many self-paced programs that I didn't have the time. I was always have had those excuses. I don't have the time because those are excuses. Okay. You don't have the time for the things that you don't prioritize. So I didn't prioritize the courses that are self-paced because you think that you have the time to complete them in the future or whenever you want. And actually you end up not completing them at all. So you invest in something that you never complete, you never get the results, you don't get feedback, you don't get accountability. And that's why I create this program in such a way so as to go live with you on a weekly basis, even if it's very time consuming for me and energy consuming, because I try, to help you and to be there next to you. I really prefer that because I see the results, and you mentioned that. That's why I really would like to describe how the program is, so as people to understand what you mentioned earlier in your statement. So you mentioned that you joined this program for the accountability, and was that met? I assume yes, through your.
Absolutely. And also the feedback. We got feedback not just once and then okay, now you do it. It was like we got feedback and then we got feedback again.
Multiple times.
Yeah, which was really useful because every time there was something else or there was like a little change to make still or something. So that was really good. And I just found, I don't know, I think I found your energy very, very positive, and I knew that it was going to be something where I was going to be like, I was going to come out of it happy. Like I knew that I was going to do it and not just do it and be like, oh, I have to do it.
That's
But
really
I was
nice.
actually going to feel good when I was doing it. So there you go.
But we owe that to your energy, ladies. Like the ladies that you were in the group, the positive energy. I think that's what, let's say, creates the group. Because you
Mm.
mentioned earlier that at some point that you felt stuck, you saw the other people implementing and taking action, and that motivated you to actually do the same. So I think one of the main benefits of joining a group coaching program is the fact that you will see the other people implementing, taking action, following their dreams, and that's motivating you. But also you see other people's challenges and problems, so being helpful to them also helps you to grow by helping other and helping other to grow. We rise as people. So I think it has multiple different benefits working in a group format. Of course, I offer one-to-one programs for more advanced level colleagues or people they would like to cover different needs, and also people they don't really like group programs. But as Nicola mentioned, I think one of the main benefits for Nicola, at least, was the fact that she was in a group and she was motivated by other people's, let's say, activity in the group.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Is there anything else you would like to add, Nicola?
Just that, even though it seems like it's a big investment, because I know I hesitated because it's a big time investment and it's a big money investment, that I think it was totally worth it at the end. And there was a time in the middle where I was a bit like, this is crazy. How am I ever going to do this work and work with my clients and fit in my family? And how is it all going to come together? And then somehow magically it did all come together at the end, and I did end up doing pretty much everything. And now I feel like I know exactly what to do next. As soon as this campaign is finished, I know exactly what I'm doing. And as soon as the next one's finished, I know exactly what I'm doing. And I know that for like the next 6 campaigns without even having to think about it. I have the next 6 campaigns done. I just
Don't
need to
disclose
change.
our secrets. Yes, let's do this. So you have a plan for the next of the year at least.
Exactly. I have a plan for at least the rest of the year, and I know how to I know what I need to do to get there. I know that I just need to make a few changes, but I know exactly where I'm going. Whereas I've never had a plan before. I've never known where I was going before.
And of course, I'm not going to disappear, so I will be there in case you need something, okay?
Yeah.
Throughout the way. Amazing. So I think that you've answered my next question, which would be, what would you say to those that they might be at the same stage like you, but they might be hesitating making such an investment? They find the program too expensive, or maybe they have this excuse like, I don't have the time to join, Virginia, your program right now. That would be your answer to them.
Definitely.
And if you would like to share, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the time and the money investment. It's definitely worth putting it in.
You wouldn't be here, so thank you so much. So last thing, if you would like to share one moment in the group, one success moment, something that you felt really encouraged, those are very different to each of you. Some, for example, Manuela, she mentioned the first time that she was contacted by her own clients through LinkedIn after we optimized her LinkedIn profile. So that was very promising for her to see her clients getting back to her without her doing anything. Other people, like, I don't know, what is there any moment that you, let's say, found out that, wow, that's working, okay, so I'm getting results, or something that you felt like as a success of yours?
Something that really helped me was that you explained that we do a campaign and that we can make it better next time. So it doesn't have to be perfect right from the beginning, because I was very stuck on needing it to be perfect. And that idea, just the idea that each time you can make it a bit better, that each time you have a call is going to be a bit better, that each time you contact someone, maybe you're going to add a little something, and you can try, just the idea that you can try stuff out and it doesn't have to be perfect from the get-go. And that trial and error is really the way to go. That was really the sort of big revelation for me, because I didn't do so much stuff because it's not perfect enough yet, I can't do it. So that was really the moment for me where I realized that actually I can do stuff. If it doesn't work, then I just have to change it. It's like...
And, marketing is like translation. The more text you translate in a specific field, the better that you become as a translator, okay? We're not the same translators when we translated our first 1,000 words, and we're not the same translators now that we have translated millions of words, I assume. So marketing is the same. You cannot become perfect from the first moment, but knowing that you're doing something right, at least, it's really encouraging you to start, okay, with the help of someone who knows what they're doing, and improving along the way. Because if we wait to become perfect, okay, we will be waiting forever. But of course, I'm not encouraging everyone to start making mistakes without having the support of someone, okay? Nicola, she did that by having the right templates. Created the target portfolios, great portfolios, her branding, her LinkedIn profile. She got templates for messages, for everything that she might need it so as to implement, so as to keep improving. So you had the basis, let's say, and then you take it to the next level every time you get on a call with your client. And I think I keep improving myself. I've been in the industry over 20 years, and I've been mentoring other people the last 8 years, 9th I'm getting right now. I keep improving my skills in marketing myself every time that I get on a call with a client, every time that I have a new experience with a new client. So we learn every time. The least we can do is to get out there, out of our comfort zone, to get on a call with a client, or to send that email or that message to our clients just to see how it goes. And then to keep improving, as you mentioned. That's really, I think, encouraging for people that might be listening to us and they might be stuck like you were. So listening to you, I think they will feel inspired and they might take action towards their dreams. Thank you, Nicola, so much. I wish you a happy new year. And of course, I can't wait to see your tangible results and your numbers throughout the year. As soon as you implement those 6 campaigns that you have already created. Is there anything you would like to share before we close?
No, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, for being here live with us. If you have any questions, use the comments below. You can contact me right away. Of course, Nicola, you can ask Nicola directly if you have any questions for the program. You can find her on LinkedIn. I assume, Nicola, is there any other way you would like to be contacted if someone would like to ask you something? Is LinkedIn okay, or you would like your email to be shared?
It's good.
Okay, so thank you, everyone. See you soon. Nicola will be sending you a message on LinkedIn. So we close here. Bye-bye, everyone. And we stay connected. Bye-bye.
Bye.